Come on, y'all. Are y'all ready? I'm ready. Let's show out, y'all. Let's get it popping, y'all. Let's get it going. Let's get it popping now. Let's make sure that it's going down. Daily Go Get It Business Show, y'all. How y'all feeling? And we are in the house, and it's going down right now. Oh, wait a minute. I expect everybody to be here all early. What's going on, y'all? How y'all feeling? It's the Daily Go Get a Business Show. Yeah. Hold on. Here we go. Yeah. Daily Go Get a Business Show, man. How y'all feeling, man? Throwback Thursday. Let's get real about relationships Thursday. And it's going down, y'all. Yeah. That's how we sound, y'all. Is it all right? Everything is going to be y'all right. It's game tight. Everything is going to be y'all right with all my might. So tonight, we're talking about whether or not it belongs to you. Whether it belongs to you or not. How do you treat things that don't belong to you exclusively? How do you treat things that don't belong to you exclusively? Some people give it all they got, and some people be like, well, that don't really belong to me. So I can take it or leave it. I can take it or leave it. It doesn't really matter. I take it or leave it. I can take it or leave it. I take it or leave it. That's right. T. Carey Wright is all up in the house. How you feeling? And S. Cook, how it's going down? Carol Chamberlain, mi favorita. Yo, I'm glad to see y'all. I'm glad I am around. Word up. So like I said, it's a boy Build and Destroy. It's a boy. What's going on, it's a boy? It's a boy Build and Destroy. It's the Daily Go Get a Business Show, and we are talking about whether it belongs to you or not. Whether it belongs to you or not. How do you treat things that don't belong to you? How do you treat things that don't belong to you? You know, some people treat it just like it is theirs. You know, a good example of this. A good example of this is when we're talking about. Oh wow! A good example of this is when we're talking about at your job. Let's say you at your job and you control the money. You control the way the funds are allocated, or you control the money actually. You know, like you work the register and all of that. Well, how do you treat that? How does that work for you? How do you treat the money? The money. How do you treat the money, baby? It can make a difference because some people treat the money like it really is theirs, like the business is theirs, like they're going to hold it down. And some people look at it like, shit, that ain't my money. And I'm not going to worry about it. It ain't my money. So it's going down like that. Hold on. Let me turn down the gain a little bit on this show. Okay, let's get. Oh wait. Oh no. All we had to do is this. All we had to do is this. Up a little high. Up a little high. Levels is good. Levels is good. How y'all feeling, yo? Urban Therapy with Sun 752. When this shit daily. The Daily Go Get a Business Show. We do this every single day. Every day it rains. Every day it rains. And the DG will do the same. I'm your host, Sun 752, aka Omar with the. And if you can't say Omar with the, well, then you just say Omar with the R. It's the Daily Go Get a Business Show, and it's going down. And tonight on this Throwback Thursday, on this Let's Get Real About Relationships Thursday, we are talking about whether it belongs to you or not. How do you treat things that don't belong to you exclusively? How do you treat things that you have to share? How do you treat things that you are renting? How do you treat things that you only have for a limited time? How do you treat things that came to you from somebody else and you gotta give it back? Things that you rent, things that you borrow, things that you share. Well, how does it go? I mean, one of the first things that comes to my mind is children. Oh, hold on, yo. Hold on. I said this wasn't gonna happen no more, but I mean, you know, it goes down the way it goes down. It goes down the way it goes down, son. Yeah, my bad. My bad. So I have to make sure. All right. So, children. I mean, it can be a big deal. The way that now, just because a child is not yours biologically, just because your DNA is not coursing through the veins of a child doesn't mean that that child is not yours, because a father is one who furthers knowledge. At least that's what I was taught. A father is one who furthers knowledge. In other words, if you teach as a father, then you become a father. If you show as a father, then you become a father. If you prove as a father, then you become a father. If you are responsible as a father, then you become a father. It makes perfect sense to me. There are plenty of men out there raising children that aren't biologically theirs, but they're raising them as if they were, because they see the responsibility that they have in raising and making sure that the generation before that comes after them is able to carry on and have the things that they need. They become providers, and they also may love the mother. So even though they may have come into a ready-made family, a family that was already preconditioned, pre-structured, prefabricated, it's still theirs, and they treat it as such. Now, it would probably be another thing if he had to deal with a situation where he had to raise children from a woman that was cheating on him, and where the biological father of those children was getting in the way, running interference. Well, how would a man treat that situation where he does have to share, he does have to give way, he does have to show respect, he does have to concede at certain times? So it can make a difference. It can make a difference. So that's what we're talking about tonight on the Daily Go Get Mism Show. Thank y'all for hitting that like button. For people who are just coming in, make sure you hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hit like button. Hit like button. And don't forget to share the show. Please share it to all your social media networks. And make sure that you subscribe to the channel. If you haven't subscribed to the channel thus far, you want to make sure that you subscribe to the channel. What's going on, Emily? Dunlap in the house. I said, Emily, how you feeling? And Charlene Curry. Charlene Curry. What's going on, Charlene? How you feeling, Charlene? You know. Good to see y'all, man. Thanks for coming through. So yeah, whether it belongs to you or not, we're asking the question: how do you treat things that are in your possession, whether they belong to you or not? Whether they belong to you or not. Now, we just got finished talking a little bit. We scratched the surface a little bit. Not a lot. We scratched the surface a little bit talking about when men are raising children that aren't biologically theirs. How do they treat that situation? Is it a good situation? Is it a medium situation? Is it I don't know, son. Well, something that we have to take into consideration, because when you really think about it, when it really all comes down to it, it would be a whole different situation if he had to share his woman. I don't know too many men that are willing to share their women. Now, I'm not saying that there ain't no men out there that do it, because there are. And it would surprise you the number of men out there that are sharing women with the knowledge that they're sharing their woman. Love make you do some strange shit. Now, I know that the majority of men out here who are macho and masculine and possessive and jealous and yeah. And all of those adjectives, most men ain't going for that. Most men are not going to go for a situation where they know that their woman is stepping out on them. We know that women do it all the time, though. Sometimes they do it knowingly. A lot of times they do it knowingly, as long as it's not thrown all up in their face. And sometimes it is. And they do it unknowingly. But what happens? What happens when they know? What happens when it's a situation where you have to share and you know that you have to share? Well, then normally when it comes to a situation like that, you have to restructure your contract. Now it's time for us to restructure our contract, because I don't like the way this Sean is written up. The way that this contract is written up is not working for me. No. Yeah, you might hear something like that. Like, nah, I don't think we're going to be able to do this. Nah. No. I don't think we're going to be able to deal with this contract. We're going to have to get a lawyer. We're going to have to rewrite this thing. Divorces are predicated many times on infidelity. Now I'm going to really go out on a limb with this one, but to my knowledge, most marriages and even relationships don't end when there's infidelity. They are strained when there's infidelity, but they don't normally end when there's infidelity. It normally ends when the disrespect becomes too much, too goddamn heavy. Like, it's one thing for you to share yourself with somebody else, but damn, you don't even want to act like you're mine. Well, I don't, you want to treat me like I should be happy to be with you. What? Irreconcilable differences. Now, I'm not saying that nobody breaks up when there's infidelity, because undoubtedly they do. But if you really check with most, let me not say most, because how do I know that, right? I'm going to say with a lot of people who are broken up that were together for a long time, they'll tell you, well, yeah, there was infidelity, but that wasn't really what broke us up. It got the ball started. It definitely got the ball started, but it wasn't what sank the ship. A lot of times they say, well, I just couldn't deal with the arguing, the fighting. There was violence. There was mad disrespect. Like the dude, he wanted to move his girlfriend in the house with us because he said, well, because I want to be able to take care of all of my children. He might have been a Muslim, or he might have been a Hebrew Israelite, or he might have been a Mormon or some shit. Yeah, Christians do the polygamy thing too. That is not just a Muslim thing. A lot of Christians try to push that off like it's just a Islamic thing, and that's one of the reasons that they justify looking down on Islam. But no, Christians been had the whole polygamy thing popping. I guess Moses and Noah and all of those biblical figures. I ain't want to call them anyway. I want to call them characters, but all of those biblical figures had multiple wives. That's just the way it was when the Bible was written, from the perspective of the Bible writer. Anyway, but yeah. So if your man is he's already giving you all of these crazy changes that you never signed up for, and then now he wants to. He had a baby by another woman or whatever, and now he want to move her in or move the kids in and whatever. You like, listen, I don't have nothing against a man taking care of his kids, but I'll be goddamn if I'm embracing this situation. This is just too much. This is too much. This is way too much. I can't do that. I can't do that. I can't do that. So how do you treat things that are in your possession, whether they belong to you or not? How do you treat them? D Young, all up in the house. How you feeling, ma? It's good to see me, son. You, thanks for coming through. Word up. But yeah, whether it belongs to you or not. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's funny? We could talk about relationships. We could talk about marriages. We could talk about jobs. We could talk about your personal conduct. We can talk about cars. How many of y'all have rented a car? A lot of people will treat a rented car better than they treat their own car. You know why? Because a rented car, you have to purchase insurance on it, and you have to bring it back in the same condition that you took it, that you drove it off the lot with. So you might treat your car, your personal car, like the back seat is a trash can, but you ain't going to do that in a rented car, because they're going to bang you for that. You drive all reckless in a rented car, you smash it up and all of that. It's insured, but you're going to wind up paying for that. Deductible. You're going to wind up having to pay your deductible. So there's a lot that goes on. Anybody ever scratch or dent a rented car and you didn't think that they was going to notice it when you brought the car back? And when you brought the car back, they did that full inspection. They took pictures of the car before it left the lot. And they definitely took pictures when it came back. And they was like, yo, you got a hit over here. And you like, try to kick it like you don't know what happened. I don't know. That must have happened when I was on my way. No, you know what? That ain't happened when I was on my way here. That thing was already there. It had to be. Like, nah, here go the pictures of when you drove off the lot. Yeah, because you might not have treated that car, that rented car, like it was yours. Maybe you're the type of person that only treats things that are yours in a good way. Maybe you only value things that belong to you. Emily says, is there really a situation where you share waiting on comments, sipping your tea? The thing is, I don't expect anybody here to admit that they shared a man or a woman before. But I bet you everybody in here knows somebody who did it. Every single person listening in the chat, online, whoever. Because you can't become an adult of 30 years or more and not run into that situation unless you living under a rock somewhere out in the woods somewhere. Other than that, this shit happens. And even if you don't see it happening right now, more than likely you grew up with it because there was a whole lot of that shit going on in the 60s and 70s. You know, old heads try to kick it like all of this infidelity, all this wild freak shit just came into play in the, I don't know, the 80s, 90s or something like that. No. Everybody who grew up in the 70s that I knew, who everybody's dad was straight trife. Everybody that I knew. You know, I don't know everybody. But it was going down. I know it was going down on my block. My section of Germantown was on fire. Now, I'm not saying that it was wife swapping or nothing like that, but they were, let's just say all of the children didn't look alike. And them families was large. You know, them Germantown homes, big as shit. You know, 6-bedroom cribs and shit. You needed every bedroom too. Sometimes a basement. Families was big. Real big, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, sometimes the kids didn't all look the same. And sometimes kids that didn't live in the house would come visit. Fathers was on fire in the 70s, and they was married. So somebody was sharing something. But we got time. You know what I'm saying? We got time. You know, but there's a lot of sharing. And a lot of times what makes the difference is whether people know that you're sharing or not. Annette Davis, the number one. Annette Davis, the number one. What's going on, Ma? It's good to see me some you. Yes, it's true. I always do. Thanks for coming through. And that says, I always get the insurance so I can just walk away from the rental. I hear you. D Young said, if I have something that belongs to someone else, I'm going to do my best to take extra special care of it. That's what's up. Carol Chamberlain says, no, they inspect before you leave it. Yeah, they do. But sometimes when you young, you know, you rent cars. We used to rent cars when we was young. You know, like, you know, when I was away at school, we would rent cars to go home for the weekend. You know, drive from Penn State back to Philly. And we used to have to pay for the mileage. So I learned in my 20th or 21st year how to disassemble the whole how to disassemble the dashboard. So I learned how to disassemble the speedometer. I mean the odometer. So we would come on. I swear to God, we would rent cars, bring that shit back with 5 miles, and be like, "Yeah, I was supposed to go home. I never went home." People used to come to my dorm room like, "Yo, oh, you want to go home this weekend?" I'm like, "Yeah." It was like, "I need you to do the car for me." I'm like, "Do the car for you?" I can't fix a car worth shit. Your transmission, all that. I can. Look, this is what I know how to do in a car. I can fix your oil. I can diagnose if you're not getting any gas to the engine. I can diagnose whether you need like maybe a water pump or radiator. You like your shit is overheating. Like if you have a leak in the radiator, I can diagnose it. I ain't say I can fix it. You understand what I'm saying? But one time, my older cousin, made me change the gas line in the car. He made me do it because he was too sick to do it. He had cancer at the time. May he rest in peace. My cousin Simon was the truth. He sat there and told me how to do it. He said, "All right, you got to go in there and take this." I'm like, "Take what?" I'm like, "I need you to come over here and show." He said, "It's over there by the thing." He's sitting like telling me because he was weak. And he was like, "You got to do this and do this." All right, so we're going to hook the line straight to the tank. He made me do it. Could I do it today on my own? But anyway, I was shown how to disassemble the odometer. So we drive all over the East Coast. 5 miles. That's how much we would pay for. You know what I'm saying? So that's how we treated things that wasn't ours. We wasn't trying to put a bunch of money in something that we didn't own. If we could have got away with the gas, we'd have. Yeah, we'd have done that too. The thing is, when we was driving home, because the odometer was unhooked, the speedometer was unhooked too. So we had to watch our speed. Those were the days. I can't fix no car, but yeah, I can change your oil. I can change your tires. I could definitely fix a flat. Regular shit. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't no mechanic. And that David says, "I definitely shared it a man before, and I'm not very proud of it." It happens. People share all the time. That's where side piece comes from. Yeah, but whether they know they're sharing or not, that's kind of what makes the difference. Do you know? Do you know? Do you know? Do you know you got half a boo? Do you know the places where he's going to? The boy screwing you and the hoe. I saw this girl in his phone. The fuck? She was bald headed and her teeth was bugged. If you gon' cheat on me, make sure she fine. How could he do that to me when I'm such a dime? Do you know that you share a boo? Do you know the hoes that he... Okay, anyway. All right. Anyway. And that says this kind of shit still going on today. Not just back in the day. But the old heads always trying to act like shit wasn't going on back in the day. In teenage pregnancy, they always trying to act like that shit just started. And like, great grandma, you was like 13 when you had grandmama. Yeah, but 12 years old was a woman back then. Grandmom, I mean great grandmom, or my mom. How was you a woman at 12 years old? Because I had already finished my education. I was living on my own, Plus, my father gave me away. I got married at 13. But my mom told me that when you and her grew up, she thought you was her sister because she used to call you her sister. She knew I was her mom. She knew her father. She said her father was... It's a Daily Go Get It Business Show, y'all. We're talking about that you rent, that you borrow, that you have to give back. Ever take care of an animal for somebody? You ever take care of a dog or a cat or something like that when somebody, went overseas? Let's say your brother or a good friend of yours had to go away to the military. They wasn't going to be back for a minute. Hopefully they made it back. And you took care of their dog. I remember my sister went through this. She was taking care of a dog. She trained the dog. The dog was already halfway trained, but she finished training the dog, and her and the dog was real close. And then the owners of the dog came back. Crying like another dog for herself. But she definitely treated the dog like it was hers because she was taking care of it. She loved the dog. So it's a rough thing. People who don't like animals, they be like, shit, I'll be glad. Yeah, well, if you don't like animals, you're weird. That's number one. Like, I don't trust nobody that don't like animals. I can understand scared of certain animals, but if you're one of those people that don't like animals at all, I'll be looking at you real strange. I'm like, because that's like saying you don't have no respect for nature. Like, okay. God's creations only are as important as man is. I'll be right back. And then David says, do y'all remember Rent-A-Wreck? I do. What kind of name was that for a damn rental? For a car rental agency, Rent-A-Wreck. So boy says they inspect before and while we're doing that, I'm taking pictures. And he says, you were shady. Hey, I'm still shady. I would listen, man. Like y'all don't mind paying y'all bills. I do. I don't like paying no bills. I don't give a fuck whether y'all agree with it and I would like it. I don't like paying no bills. But here's the thing, I don't like making bills either. So I ain't got no business turning off lights or turning the heat down or none of that shit. I don't mind conserving because I don't like paying. And yes, if I could hook up every utility, including cable and phone, I would do it. And yeah, I would do it for the rest of my life too. So y'all probably feel like, well, I would feel bad because it would be like I'm stealing. I'd be like, yup, I'll steal my way through the rest of my life. All of the money I would have would be all fun money. When I would get paid, it would all go towards only what I wanted. Probably the only bill I would pay would be child support. Because I don't bitch about that now. Like, okay. I mean, we don't play them kind of games. No. But everybody else, I'd be like, I pay him. I do. But ask me if I like it or if I would get away with not doing it if I could. Oh, yes. So, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, don't get me wrong, though. I don't like to borrow money, and I almost never do. Yeah, I never do. I do not borrow money. But if I did, I'm going to pay you back because you ain't going to be holding that shit over my head. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit with Chase Manhattan, Citibank, Bank of America. I don't care what none of them say. But you, I'm like, I don't know. I ain't gonna have you sour my name all on the internet. He's a bum. He's a bum. No. Hold on. All right. Charlene says most times people don't know they're sharing until it's too late in the relationship. That's true. Yeah, Emily, my cousin made me do. He did. He was like, "Listen, we gotta get this truck rolling." I was like, "All right, but Simon, so you mechanic, you want to fix the truck?" He said, "No, I can't really do it, but I'm gonna show you how to do it." I was like, "How you don't have nobody else that you could show?" Like, he was like, "Yeah, I have somebody else. You." I said, "Okay." Annette Davis says, "Bald-headed women are beautiful too. Yes, some of them are. Don't be trying to say all of them, because that's like saying all BBWs are like super. No. Pretty is pretty, and then there's the rest of y'all. Just like any other body size. So yes, there are beautiful bald-headed women out there. And for the women who are beautiful and bald-headed, we don't call them bald-headed. We be like, she has short hair. That shit could be like mine. No, it could be as bald as my tongue. They'll be like, yeah, she just got short hair. That's short. She use a brush. Like, how you gonna brush? She used a razor, a straight razor. I seen her. She use a brush. It be growing back real fast. It be going back real fast, son. It be going back real fast. That's like mom. That's the great grandmother. Mom. Hey, mom. How are you a woman at age 12? I'm 13. You say I'm not a little girl. How are you a woman at 12? Mom. Oh, that's it. Night. All right. Anyway, Carol Chambers says, off topic, tonight at 10 p.m. Fox News Philly, they are going to mention something about my uncle who passed from COVID. Well, all right. Well, let's check that out then. On Fox, though, rest in peace to your uncle, for sure. Real sorry about that. Carol Chambers says, I love dogs. Carol Chambers, the ugly duckling car out. I remember them too. What was the car like a beautiful swan? It turned into a beautiful swan. And she says that was common practice years ago. Which one? Unhooking the odometer. I know they taught me in 5 minutes. Emily says, I like animals just not licking on me. And it make me so mad seeing someone mistreating animals. So you be watching that long ass infomercial that come on the ID channel. You know what I mean? That should be long as shit with Sarah McLachlan singing in the background. You know what I mean? That song Angel. In the eyes of an angel. Like, yo, did the show go off? This commercial long as shit, son. Like, yo, the commercial's so long, you don't even be feeling bad for the animals no more. Like, yo, I know all of these animals got paid off of this commercial. This commercial too long, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I tried to ride for these doggies and kitties. But yo, son, this ASPCA commercial too long, son. Yo, I can't. I only got but so much sadness in me, son. I can't do it no more. I can't do it no more. And he says, I'm trying to get like my dad. He paid cash for everything, regardless of what it was. D Young says, these days, you got to worry about if the side piece is a man. No, you don't. This is what you gotta do. Y'all gotta stop giving passes to bitches. These bitch ass niggas that y'all be giving passes to. You know, these cats who they think that just because they got a wife or a girlfriend that they can walk around with their hand on their hip and shit like that. This is crazy. No, I mean he in touch with his feminine side, but no, he a bitch. How about that? He a bitch. Now, that's not to say that just because you gay, you a bitch. Yes, you do. Yeah. Yeah, I'm saying that. Yeah, if you yeah. Yeah. I ain't never seen nobody that was supposed to be on the down low that surprised me like him. No, I was always like, what's this? Like, let's make a deal. He fooled you about door number 3? The fuck out of here. Annette, don't front. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? Y'all chicks be giving all kinds of passes to bitch ass behavior and shit. You know what I mean? These niggas in the mirror longer than y'all. You know? Shit. Using too much lotion. Yeah, I said it. Too much lotion. Now I know lotion is, something that everybody can use, everything. Man, fuck that. A man shouldn't use too much lotion. Yo, it's too much lotion, son. He's using too much lotion. A man should have a little bit of ash. See? Got a little bit of ash. You know what I mean? A little bit of ash. A man should have a little bit of ash. Too much grooming. Letting niggas running around here with using words like petty and manny and petty. The fuck? And you surprised that he wants to get in back of another man? Okay. Omar, it don't mean you gay because you like a man or petty. Listen, if you use the word manny or petty, you got that from a woman. You respect that bullshit. You soft. So sooner or later, you and Brad are gonna get together. I mean, I don't see no way around it. I don't see no way around it. I don't see no. Cassie says young women being grown at a young age. They ain't grown. They physically grown. On the inside, they still babies. You talk to them, they don't know shit. Just like they not supposed to know shit because they not grown. Carol says, is it me? You keep buffering. Yeah, it must be. It might be me. I don't know. D Young says the hardest ones be suspect. See, but that's why they have to be in the middle. Because but even the ones that act hard, I don't know, man. Maybe I just see the chinks in the armor, like just because you violent don't mean you hard. You know, it's like a turtle. A turtle is mush on the inside, but he very hard on the outside. But you know what happens if you bang on a turtle on the outside? It fucks him up on the inside. Turn that motherfucker into pancake batter. Sorry. Turn him into pancake batter. DX says it's the technical name of a grooming procedure. What should men call it? They should say the whole word: manicure and pedicure. They should say the whole word, and they. All right, I'm going to go out on a limb and say this. It's okay to get a manicure, but it's not okay to get a pedicure. And I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Man, let nobody play with your feet, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Take a bath. Wash your feet. You know, stop taking showers. Because a lot of people don't be washing their feet when they take showers. It's the truth. You know what I'm saying? Take a bath so you can't get around it. Yeah. You gonna say, don't say no mani and petty. It's manicure and pedicure. You pussy. And come on, man. Come on, y'all throwing me off. What we talking about tonight is how you treat things, whether they belong to you or not. S Cook says men say get your feet done. Listen, man, I done seen y'all chicks defend. I got into a whole big thing with a chick because you know what I mean. I noticed that on one of the memes that she put on, she posted that the bull had the clear nail polish on his shit, and I was like, what the fuck is that? And she was trying to defend that shit. I was like, look, man, look. That shit ain't gonna fly over here. You know what I'm saying? No, you're not getting away with that shit. I don't excuse no sucker shit, and I don't excuse no bitch shit. Like, look, I understand that's your man's. That's your man's. I don't care if it's your man, your son, your brother, your pop. I don't care. You know what I mean? I don't. I'm like, man, listen. That boy's soft as talc. So when you see him, when you come home, and him and his boy, you know, trying to rush to pull their pants up, don't say it wasn't. I'm so surprised. You the only one surprised. That boy is softer than shower to shower. He's soft as shower to shower. But you know, let's keep moving. Carol Chamberlain says, why they need Ash? Cause a man shouldn't be but so groomed, Carol. Come on, man. I mean, it's too much. You know what I mean? Like you reach over, you grab your woman titty, like, yo, that shit's soft. You gonna reach over and grab his too, like, yeah, yours too, baby. This nigga done shaved his chest. He's trying to be a model. Trying to be a model, dude. Trying to be a model. You think you Tyson Beckford to somebody? I just listen. D Young says, so is it cool for a woman to give her man a pedicure? Look, what you do with your man is that's between y'all. And that Dave says, and he better not say K either. You know I'll play that shit. He better not say K. He better not text K. K. Nigga, what? Did you say K? Come on, man. Yo, we getting tired of we ain't supposed to be talking about this. Y'all get me tied up on we talking about all the wrong things. What we supposed to be talking about is how you treat something, whether it's yours or not. That's what we supposed to be talking about. You know. But like I said, when I heard about cats, you know what I mean, being chocolate chasers or whatever. What they call it? What's that? What they call it when dudes you know, they like it in the ass or whatever. Whatever they call it. I ain't never been surprised. Like, You know, you can pour sugar in some things to sweeten them up. So let's say that nigga is spaghetti. You know how some people put sugar in their spaghetti. Some people put sugar in their collard greens. Some people put sugar in their cabbage. It's traditionally a saltier tasting, or even sometimes bitter dish. But people throw sugar up in it. There you go. So it's sweet, but it got that bite. So D Young, is it cool for a woman to give her man a pedicure? Listen, okay. Is it okay for a man? Is it okay for a man to get his ass licked? Because if it's okay for him to get his ass licked, then it's okay for him to get a pedicure. But I'm not saying that getting a pedicure makes you gay. It don't. It just means that you're a little in touch with your feminine side. Every man is in touch with his feminine side. Like, look, I wear too much jewelry. Carol Taylor says, my man better use coconut oil so no ash allowed. Full body? Hey, look. Hey, I have a male friend. His feet look better than most women. Talking about something, he got off topic and blame us. No, I didn't take y'all off topic. That was D Young talking about, you got to make sure that your man ain't sharing you with another man. I wasn't talking about that. You didn't get me on this one. And that he said toss salad. I like to use get his asshole licked, because toss salad makes it sound way too. It makes it sound like it might be okay at times. You know what I'm saying? So I don't like to say that. Is it okay for your man to get his asshole licked? Because I don't want to disassemble it or disarm it. Let's say what it is. So is it okay? Because if it's okay with you, then it's okay with you. So, Carol Chambers, Taki talking about some, what the hell did I walk into? Carol talking about some, Taki, he just crazy calling men gay. Look, man. Look. Like I said, the show is about how do you take care of things that don't necessarily belong to you. So, we're talking about how there are plenty of men who have come into ready-made families and treated those children just like their own, even though they were not biologically theirs. They took on the responsibilities that a man who is in love with a woman and family does. Stepped up to the plate and made sure that everybody was taken care of, mind, body, and soul. There are some men who don't treat that like their own. There are plenty of men that I'm sure y'all can relate to this story, or this situation, I should say. There are plenty of men who come into a ready-made family, and if they should ever gang up on him one day or try to put him out, he has a reason. He like, I got one, maybe even two on it. She could have 6 already. He gonna add on 7 and 8. Like, yo, I gotta plant my seed in this. The Young says, I was never licking no asshole. Yuck. The question is, have you ever been requested? And since we're on the topic, would you lick it like it was your own? Would you lick it like it was your own? Oh my God, what time is it? I went out of here. All right. T. Carey Wright says, I stepped up to the plate like that for my family. Carol Chambers says, and I want to feel soft skin on my skin. No sandpaper for me. LOL. All right. So you have men who step up to the plate. You have men who step up to the plate, and evidently you have women who step up to the plate too. The areas of your life, how do you treat things that don't belong to you? Cars, material possessions. Like look how people do things. Look how people do their rental properties versus how they do their homes. Now, here's the thing about rental properties. When you rent a property from somebody, let's say you rent a townhome or an apartment or even just a cabin up in the Poconos or some type of resort. You have to leave that place in the same condition that it was in when you rented the place out. That's different than when you rent a hotel room, because when you rent a hotel room, you can leave it in whatever condition you want to within reason, as long as they don't have to actually bring carpenters in there to fix things. As long as you don't knock out the walls and things like that, but you don't have to make up your bed and all that kind of stuff. If you go to like a resort, like out in the woods or something like that, you have to treat that place as if it was your home. So even though you may not clean up your home, you better make sure that rental property is in the same condition as when you went in there on your first day of renting it. Because if not, they're going to charge you. It's security. You're going to wind up sacrificing your security payment and paying more money than the place costed to rent. You don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. So, but you may say, shoot, I pay the extra money. I ain't no maid. You know how some people get. I ain't no maid. I ain't gonna be cleaning they shit and blah 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 blah. You wind up paying extra money because you want to be a dummy. You wind up paying the extra money because you're a dummy and you don't take care of things that don't belong to you. Or you treat things that don't belong to you as if they belong to you. You have has anybody, I ain't gonna put it on y'all. Has anybody ever borrowed a sweater or jacket or something from you, and when they returned it, it was fucked up? Many a friendship has ended because of that. Like, yo, you put a hole in my leather jacket. Oh, I meant to tell you, man. I meant to tell you, man. Yeah, I meant to tell you, I ripped the jacket, but I ain't mean to rip the jacket. I ripped the jacket, but I ain't mean to rip the jacket. I ripped the jacket, but I ain't mean to rip the jacket. Rip the jacket, but I ain't mean to rip the jacket. Or a sweater or a pair of jeans or whatever. If you ever lent somebody an article of clothing and they returned it messed up, you don't feel some kind of way about it because you expected them to treat it like it was yours. Queen Monica Davis. What's going on, Queen Monica? What's going on? She says, yes, they're going to charge you for everything. Yeah. Anybody ever been up to Poconos or up to Schenectady in New York or whatever? Rent one of those cabins, one of those homes that they have up there, whatever. You'll be paying out the wazoo, and they got your credit card. So it would behoove you to treat that as if it was yours, or better than if it was yours. And maybe it might be better for you to treat it like it was somebody else's that you're going to have to pay for if you don't represent. 319-527-6199, y'all. 319-527-6199. That's the number to call. All right. Stove, walk, scratch, trash. Leave them trash cans full if you want. Yo. Probably snagging. Yo. Y'all in Emily hands of the dude. I don't know. Monica says no sharing. People don't care about your stuff. Yo, neighbors, borrow your shit. I'll give it to him. My man across the street. He borrowed my drill. I had a cordless drill. Borrowed the drill. He had the drill for a minute. He had the drill so long I forgot about the drill. Straight lazy. I forgot about the drill. He's like, oh yeah, let me give you your drill back. Oh, but I got to give you another drill bit because he messed up the drill bit. But he gave me the drill bit. I wasn't even, pressed about it, but he represented. Good dude. And then David says, if it was in my possession, I'm going to treat it like it's mine with TLC. You probably would. And I think that sometimes how long something is in your possession has a bearing on it. In many ways, if you have children that spend the night over your house, or if you take them on a trip or something like that, it may be a short trip. It may not be like anywhere out of town, but sometimes it may be. Maybe you took your son or your daughter and their friends to Chuck E. Cheese or Dave and Buster's or something like that. Those kids are in your possession. You can't just treat your child like, yeah, I'm responsible for you. And these kids better take care of themselves. You know that when you have other children in your possession, that you wind up spending a lot more money, putting up with all kinds of crazy attitudes. Sometimes children get mad at each other, want to fight or they on a short ass trip, and now they ain't speaking to each other when they come back, and you like crazy stuff. As Cook says, someone borrowed a pair of shoes, fuck the heels up. Y'all lend shoes? TK Ray says, I've lent my car to someone who put a dent in my side panel. Oof. You know what? That takes me back to 1986. And I remember my big sis borrowed he wasn't my brother-in-law, but that was my sister's baby dad. Drug dealer boy. He was getting money. He had a little Datsun 280ZX. Remember that? The Datsun 280ZX. Little fast-ass car. And he let my sister drive me to school one day at Franklin Learning Center, 15 from Mount Vernon, 15 from Wallace. Hey. We are a block away from the damn school. The block away. We are 15 for Ridge. And the boy ran the light and hit the damn car on the driver's side. Boom. I was like, my big sis ain't had no license at the time. We was like, oh shit. Like I knew I should have just took the bus and the subway like I normally do. I knew it. 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 She had to take the car back to him. Like, I don't know if he had a license. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Annette Davis says, have you ever had to borrow your own shit back? Yeah. Tapes and CDs. I had to steal my own shit back like OJ. Plenty of time. Like, you know, tapes and CDs, I would write my name on them. I'm going over to your crib like, my motherfucking tape. you ever see your shit over somebody else's house that they stole from your house? I'm sorry, borrowed. They borrowed. They just forgot to let you know that they were taking it. And then you see your shit at their crib and they give you that look like, oh yeah, I meant to I was just about to. Let me tape it. Well, while you here, let me tape it. Let me tape it, you know, before you go. Like, motherfucker, you had 6 months to tape it. I ain't had no blank tapes. Carol Chambers says, yeah, I would, when I was a teenager, stop the lending thing. I understand. And then David says, I had permission to spank at will with my daughter's friends. Really? Wow. Spank at will. I've never heard it put that way. As Cook says, yep, we go to Five Below. Everybody getting something. Oh man, yep, my Blueprint CD. Oh, the Jay-Z jaw or the KRS-One jaw. Okay, Monica Davis says, yo, I borrowed someone's stick shift in college to go to work. No one wanted to wait a minute. No one wanted to. Oh, nobody wanted to teach you, I guess. Well, I don't think. I never paid for that. Oh shit. Oh man. I borrowed my own. I borrowed my own back from my sisters, and after a couple of days, she's asking for it as if it was hers. Really, people really forget they borrow sometimes. Oh, nobody wanted to get her up. Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. D Young said, I took my cast iron Dutch oven to my sisters to cook for prom. Left the pot there. I found my pot at my cousin's in North Carolina that Christmas. She was talking about, look at this good. Shit. Oh my God. Yo. Man, y'all is treacherous. Y'all is treacherous. But y'all see how it go. You see how it go. Yeah. A lot of times, yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. Man, having to borrow your shit back, man, fuck. I don't borrow none of mine. Don't reveal it. Because I will take my shit back right in front of you like, yo. give you the. That's the I wish you would act like it ain't mine look. Yeah. Whether it belongs to you or not, make sure y'all hit that like button, man. Make sure y'all hit the like button, please. Pretty, please. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel already. Appreciate it. The Daily Go Get It Business Show. We are on every weekday at 7 a.m. and we are on in the mornings on Saturday and Sundays on the weekends. So that's how it's going down. The daily. We're about to get on about it here in a minute. We're about to get on about it here in a minute. We've been talking about whether or not it belongs to you, whether it belongs to you or not. So what we are talking about is when something doesn't belong to you, what is your treatment of it like? Well, how do you treat things that belong to somebody else that you may be borrowing or sharing or have to return or renting? Look at how people treat their furniture, Rent-A-Center. They just steal the shit. They definitely treat it like it's theirs, don't they? They just steal it. Move. Do you know Rent-A-Center don't even really look for it? Can you staking out the place and all of that? They know it's in there or not, whatever. I'm like, all right, you got it. Hopefully you made a couple of payments because they're gonna get some credit card payments out of you. When you rent furniture from Rent-A-Center, you have to give them your credit card so they can make those automatic payments. After the automatic payments, because you know how people gonna do. They're gonna let the automatic payments run out until that bank account runs out. Because there is no end to the scheming and the scamming. There is no end. Cats will get all up in your area with the ratchetity. With the ratchetity and the ratchetness. We go ratchet. Right, How do you treat it? How do you treat things that don't belong to you? Things that you rent, things that you borrow, things that you have to get back, things that you share. How do you treat it? Well, it would be nice if everybody treated the things that they own in a good way, but you know that not everybody does that. People have children, they treat them like shit, they abuse them. People have homes they don't take care of. People have apartments they rent. Never get the security payment back. Trash the damn apartment. Well, how do you treat the things that do belong to you? Like, would you treat a house that you're paying a mortgage on better than you would treat a house that you were renting? Some people rent jewelry. Some people rent jewelry, or what some people call jewelry. They rent jewelry. So a lot of times you see cats running around here flossing. They flossing like rap stars. That ain't they real shit. Taking things for the pictures. I remember when Biggie Smalls got killed, they described him as being murdered inside of his vehicle. And I'm like, it was like in his Chevy Suburban. I guess they figured, shoot, he paying for it as is. And a lot of people look at things that way. They look at it like, well, if it's in my possession, then it's mine, and I'm gonna treat it like I'm gonna treat it as such. Some of y'all have said that on the show tonight. If it's in my possession, then I'm treating it like it's mine, and I'm going to treat it with value. I'm going to treat it with respect. I'm going to treat it with care. I'm going to treat it with love. I'm going to treat it with respect. I'ma treat it like I want to be treated myself. I'ma treat it like I want to be treated myself. I'ma treat it like I want to be treated myself. I'ma treat it like I want to be treated myself. I'ma treat it like I want to be treated myself. I'ma treat it like I want to be treated myself. I'ma treat it like I want to be treated myself. I'ma treat it like I want to be treated myself. I'ma treat it like I want to be treated myself. I'ma treat it like I want to be treated myself. I'ma want to like I want to be treated myself. I'ma treat it like I want to be treated myself. I don't like when nobody mistreats me, so I'm not going to do it to you. I don't like when nobody mistreats me, so I make sure I treat it like I want to treat it myself. Like I treat it myself. Like I treat it, I'ma treat it myself. I'ma treat it like I treat it myself. I'ma treat it like I treat it myself. Treat it like I treat it myself. Treat it like I treat it myself. T. Carey Wright says Biggie's first video had him in borrowed jewelry. Yeah, because Puffy, he ain't had no money for jewelry. What jewelry? What jewelry? That's why he was always talking about his Jesus piece. That's why he was talking about the Jesus. You seen the Jesus with the H classes, the you know, the DVSs in the Jesus. This was running around here with Jesus pieces, like, you know my religion. I got the Jesus piece. New York niggas, the Jesus piece, the Jesus. We can talk about anything except for Jesus. And then David says, possession is 9/10 of the law. As Cook says, I was just thinking, oh, okay. We couldn't end the show without a beat, huh? No, we can't. As a matter of fact, we're going to end the show now. Now we can do these birthday shout outs and we can get on about it here. Yep, that's what we can do. that's what we can do. That. All right, y'all. We have some birthday shout outs to do. Some people were born on this glorious April 9th, and they deserve to be acknowledged. So let's go about our business of acknowledging them and making them feel special because they are special, because they are special, because they are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They are number one out the box, Camille Parrish, turning 50 years old today, fresh out of the 40/40 clubs. Fresh into the half century club. Happy birthday to you, Camille. And also Country Boy Bean turning 34 years old today. Happy birthday to you, Country Boy Bean. And also Arelis Salazar, fresh out of his 30s into the 40/40 club. Oh, coming up in here fresh to death in the 40/40 club. I said I'm fresh to death in the 40/40 club. He got his 40 in his hand. He got a 40 in the other. He said, bow, 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 bow. Yeah, what's up now? Welcome to the 40/40 club. We're gonna hold you down for the next 9 years. I'll be out of here this year. But you know what? You keep doing the damn thing. And everybody that's here is gonna take good care of you. Word up. And also my people's going all the way back to the 1985 Robin Wood, turning 50 years old today. I didn't know that she was older than everybody else, me and her. What do the damn thing, Rob? Happy birthday to you, Robbie. And also comedian Mario Dion Hodge, turning 48 years old today. Happy birthday to you, Mario. And Kel Slim Goody, turning 45 years old today. Kel Slim Goody, she got bow, 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 bow. Yeah, what's up now? Happy birthday to you, Kels. And also Akan Takori. Happy birthday to you, Akan. And Monique Gregory, happy birthday to you. And Esther Bitrus, turning 38 years old today. She got a 38. She got bop, 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 bop. Happy birthday to you, Esther. And Keisha Woolfolk, happy birthday to you, Keisha Woolfolk. And Adamola Fadekami. Adamola Father Kami, happy birthday to you. And Sanada Saye, turning 47 years old today. And Ladia Blazer Nobuto, turning 27 years old today. And Denise Allison, turning 50 years old today. And Almafis Perez, happy birthday to you. And last but not least, my baby cuz, Keita Marie McIntyre, happy birthday to you, cuz. I want to say happy birthday to you. I want to say happy birthday to all of y'all. I hope y'all find that date. All of you. And anyone else out there who shares this birthday in this glorious April 9th, anywhere out there in the world, worldwide, internationally, and universally. All of y'all go ahead and turn up. But don't turn up too loud. Just turn up loud enough so everybody can hear you. Rock out, rock on and do the dance, the rock out, rock on and do the damn rock out, rock on and do the damn thing and do your thing. Y'all represent the queens and kings and do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. Good things happen to those who wait. Great things happen to those who grind. And anything can happen to those who go for theirs. So go hard, go for yours, and remember, hey, yo, check it out. So how do you treat things that don't belong to you? They belong to you or not? How do you treat them? Do you treat them like you're renting them? Do you treat them like they belong to somebody? Do you treat them disrespectfully? Do you treat them good? Or do you treat them like they're your own and you want them to be around for a long time? Make sure that you hold it down. Well, sometimes you might and sometimes you might not. There's certain things that you will not treat as if they are yours. I'm going to give you a couple of things that you should never treat like they are yours. Sadness, despair, sorrow, fear. Don't ever own those. Don't own those things. Don't treat those things as if they are yours. Fuck those things. Depression. Don't treat that like it's yours. Yeah, I know it treats you like you're theirs, but don't treat that like it's yours. Anger, being uncomfortable, being unsure of yourself, being non-self-reliant, not having any self-confidence. Don't treat those things like they're yours. Treat those things like you're renting them and you are taking them back in the morning. So don't spend your life being scared. Don't spend your life being fearful, being hurt, being afraid, being angry, being unsure, being unconfident, being unloved, being unaffectionate, being a man that uses words like manny and petty. Listen, man, I want to thank y'all for coming through. I hope y'all enjoyed listening to the program as much as I enjoyed broadcasting it. Peace to all my day ones, my everydays, and my brand news. I love y'all to death. I resuscitate you and love you right back to life. And I will be back tomorrow night at 7 o'clock, so we're going to get it popping. The weekend is coming off. Club quarantine in the house. Go down to the living room and turn it out. A club quarantine in the house. Yo, we going to the bathroom. Yo, turn it up. A club quarantine is in the house. Yo, we going in the living room. We going to get stupid into my bedroom. We going to get crazy. Go to the basement and get dumb. Yo, to the backyard. That's where I'm from. Yeah, a club quarantine. I see y'all tomorrow night at 7 o'clock, Until then, keep banging, and treat hope, treat love, treat happiness, treat the future as if it's your own, because it is. You want a piece of that shit, baby, and it's going to be all right. Yeah, it's going to be all right. Thank you, Bone. Appreciate y'all. All right, so let's get on up out of here. I said, let's get on up out of here. I said, let's get on up out of here. Hey, Archie. Hey, Archie. All right, y'all. Peace. Oh, don't forget to like the show. Don't forget to subscribe to the show. Don't forget to share the show. All right? Peace. Yeah. I don't know. I thought it was over. You know what I mean? I just